Selaka kisefe nalibala nabino kindanganywa umejipodoka podoka mwendo na ship. Okay, so nataka kufanya summary of my Ghana trip. Chanirudisio volume kidogo tu. Happy New Year, Happy New 2020. Wacha nitafute video ya siokao. Anaitwaje? I hope it's on YouTube. Acha tuanze na hiyo. Okay. Internet Ghana. Wow. Hakuna kusata 2020. 2020 ni mwaka wa kubarikiwa, ni mwaka wa kukopesha, si kukopa. So anyway, I wanted to go over my Ghana trip, my Ghana experience. So the reason why I needed to press a reset button, and the reason I picked Ghana was because it was the year of the return, and just in case I got into opportunities, would have been I was open to that, but I came with no expectations. I came with no plan. Ilikuja tu bolingo. But mostly because, every time that I'm going to Ghana on a solo trip, they were like, hi, kwa nini? So that kind of made me second guess myself, so I didn't plan as well as I should have. But it was okay. It happened the way it was supposed to happen. So initially, kukuja Ghana, you need a yellow card. As a Kenyan, I don't need a visa, but I needed a yellow card. A yellow fever card, not a yellow card, yellow fever card. And it's also a yellow card. I'm trying to find it, lakini ni kama kambaling. Yeah. This international certificate of vaccination. I got it from Wilson Airport. So I got it from Wilson Airport, from the public health. And I told you, please. But anyway, It's the health place at Wilson, right by the Wilson police station. Ukiingia Gate TV, it's right on the left-hand side. So you go in, you register, and then you wait outside and they call you. Unalipa your fee, which was what? 2,500 shillings. Aya, alafu, yeah, 2,500 shillings. And then, wait, let me just check to make sure. Okay, hata sikuwekewa receipt hapa. Anyway, so then after that, after you pay, you go outside again, you wait, and then they call you. It didn't take long for me. And then they gave me a job right here. And then I got my yellow fever card immediately. Alafu, of course, my flight was on the 24th. My flight was on the 26th. And we went through Rwanda. Rwanda was an overnight stay. The one thing that ningetaka kwa highlight in Rwanda would be they did not accept my $20 to change because it was old, and I went to 2 different foreign exchange bureaus. So aliangalia wakasema no, they're not taking that. So luckily I had Kenyan shillings, and that's what I used, but I wasn't able to have enough cash to move around, so I just stayed at the Airbnb until the next morning when my flight was when it was time for my flight. Alafu nikakuja Ghana. And in Ghana, at the Airbnb I got, the person had offered a pickup for extra because I wasn't staying for 7 days. It's free. He gives free rides for people staying 7 days and over. But I had to pay $30 to be picked up from the airport. Man, the place was further than I thought. And then the heat, it was unbearable. The place was really nice. The guy is a Jamaican guy. He's been living, I think he started settling repatriating in Ghana in the 80s. And he's made a beautiful oasis there. The only thing I needed was AC and internet. But he was a nice person. Alikuja kanipik. As soon as I came out of the door, he came and rushed and got me, and he was like, "You look just like your mother." He saw my picture on WhatsApp. And I was like, I wasn't expecting him to be Jamaican. I really wasn't. I was so expecting a Ghanaian, so that threw me off completely. But he had said on his last text, Rasta, but it hadn't registered. So I was like, then that's when he showed me the WhatsApp picture, and I was like, oh, okay, that's him, because we were messaging each other before. Hey, so anyway, we went. The place was nice. It was kind of remote. Ilikuwa inaitwa Pokwase. I wasn't able to get cash from the airport because the line was long and I didn't want to keep him waiting for too long. So tukaenda, and then because I didn't have any cash, I was just gonna sleep and deal with it the next day. But because he had fallen asleep, he missed my messages. He woke up at night, akanipeleka kukula. I had some banku and fish. Banku ni kama ugali. So banku and fish. Halafu. Oh wow, wamekata orange kabisa. This is my breakfast. Maji ya coffee, kahawa, instant coffee. Anyway. Hey, the orange is sweet. Anyway. So what did I want to say? So then, the next morning, I woke up and I was just like, I have to get an Airbnb that's cooler. So one of the guys that works there akanipeleka kwa Forex Bureau, which was closed after working for so long. It's a long distance walk. Nimechomwa najua kuchomwa. And then we finally got one that was open, and they gave me 5 CDs. I just changed $100 and they gave it to me in 5 CDs. So nilikuwa nabeba money like this, money. Anyway, so the person that I had called for Airbnb was supposed to come pick me up. Alafu kasema, no, it's too far. I get an Uber and I give you directions, or I give him directions. Wow. Uber doesn't work as well as Nairobi and Houston. Kai. I think places are still being developed and they've not been captured on the app yet. So Uber drivers are getting lost. So hapa Maliniko, it's confusing to Uber drivers, and some of them I've gotten like 2 or 3 cancellations and they couldn't get to me. So we need watu wa Nairobi kujeni and sort this out for West Africa, because when it comes to technology, hey, Kenyans, tukombele. I just love the convenience. Uber, I can just operate without inconveniencing anyone. So anyway, so while I was doing this, my friend Aziza had connected me to his uncles, and one of them had reached out. So I told him when I settle in the new Airbnb, I will see where they are and then go there. Hey. Then, but the Uber took forever and he was switching locations, so I just shared my location with him. And he was so kind, he was, tracking, my movement also. Because at one point he was like, hey, I don't see your Uber moving. But there was also traffic. And then also when he would tell me direction of where I'm going, like I'm going further out of the city. And at that point I was just like, okay, I just can't wait to settle. When Joto, the Uber did not have AC until he added more gas. So yeah, I was just ready. Anyway, so nikafanya nini? So then the guy calls and said, we called the guy a couple of times after Shika, but then when he answered, he talked to the Uber driver and gave directions to where we're supposed to meet. When we got there was nothing. And then called him again, finally got him, and he said we should meet at a hotel, Sun City Hotel, which was by Labidi Beach. It wasn't really by there. It was quite a drive. So finally akakuja, we pulled into the hotel. He came here, I'm thinking, amebeba bag tunaenda kwa gari yake, so we go to the Airbnb. Oh, the man got into the hotel and he's like, I engineered this whole place, the AC is good. I'm like, no, apana place, apana. Me, I wanted an Airbnb, I didn't want a hotel. Na hiyo hotel ilikuwa na kasuyuni. It wasn't up to my standards. Sorry. Then nikasema, but at that point nimechoka, so I'm like, let me check out the rooms. Looking at the rooms, hata venye aliturn on AC, it didn't even feel like AC ya nguvu, because I wasn't feeling it. And then kuangalia bathroom, I am big on bathrooms. Haikuwa na hiyo shower head nile you have to hold. I was like, no, I'm not paying for this. So at that point I was like, just drop me off at my friend's uncle's place, and then I'll figure something out from there. So at that time I was so disappointed in him, because on Airbnb he's a super host. But anyway, he was still kind in his bamboozlement, which, I guess I decided, let me just focus on that. I'm not paying for another Uber to get to Aziz's uncle's place. So then I gave him the phone. He spoke to Aziz's uncle, got directions to Potea kidogo, but we reached. Then he left me there. He bought me water, by the way, from Mami Water. Not the Joe allowance, but the bottled water. Uh, so I needed it. Anyway, so we got there. He left me there. Uncle John, who's Aziz's uncle, akasema, we need to just sit down, relax. We'll figure this out. I was going to Afrochella. He offered he was going to take me to Afrochella and then come back. And he even said, there's an extra room, you can sleep. I just didn't want to feel like I was a burden. You haven't really. I know it wouldn't have been too much to ask of them because they are so kind. They got me ice cream. He sent one of his sons or nephews to get me ice cream, and his wife had already had a cake, homemade cake that someone had made. So the ice cream was going to be eaten with cake. So because it was my birthday, they had cake for me. Tulikula hiyo keki. It was really good. So good. Anyway, then after that, thankfully Joy had Joy from the Closet, my friend Joy. She braved her way from Houston to Kenya to Ghana to come have a stand at Afrochella. Hats off to you. When I grow up, I want to be just like you, because that was yani kubebana na hizo virago zote alafu kupita nazo customs kwenda kuuza, to create a stand. You don't even have your own car, just navigating. Alafu internet pia ni shida. Pia them, they had gone through some mess with Airbnb people. It's available, but it wasn't available. Granted, Ghana, Accra was full of Black Americans. All the Black Americans shifted, walitoka America wakakuja Ghana, so we're all here. Tumejaza kujaza. Anyway, so let me kind of summarize. So from there, from eating ice cream to kinda Afrochella, waited for Jojo, came and gave me my VIP pass, which is right here, so that I can, and I was more than happy to help her vend. And hey, I was impressed. She gave me motisha ya kufanya, whatever you want to do. So sometimes you just need to see other people in their element, and it encourages you to work on the various spaces you are in, and just put effort. Effort, do your best, and do your best while having fun. She has this personality that's always bubbly. Hata huwezi jua walikuwa na shida ya Airbnb. She's amazing. Anyway, so Aziza came in a clutch. Aziza's family came in a clutch. Aziza's uncle dropped me at Afrochella. And then said, you know what, just take a cab or an Uber, go to Kanda post office and there. So now I know their place. I have family in Ghana, and when I come next time, I'll definitely give too much kubwa. Anyway, so then went to Afrochella. Afrochella was impressive. It's good to see third culture children wanting to connect and connecting and enjoying themselves and just feeling at home. That feeling of you can exhale, that most African Americans don't feel until they come here. Yani kuna watu everywhere. You see Black people everywhere, and it's just like it does something to your mind. Anyway, so we even talked about Afro Kid Venture partaking in it. So then tukafanya nini? This video is going to be long, yeah. So then from Afrochella, I went back to get my stuff. We talked to Kidogo, and I told them that we're going to hang out with Joy. I got another place, and They were gracious and they were like, hey, you know, just go have fun, go out, nini. Yeah, so my birthday ended like that. Eventually, an hour later, nikajipata hapa, which, oh, the AC is amazing. That black man that came up with the AC, God bless you. Hey, God bless your children and your children's children. Jumen, hata kwa corridor hapo ukitoka. Hey, umedhoka, unaingia kwa oven. Anyway, so then, so many people came through. I got calls from someone that I was with in the panel in African Diaspora Conference. You know, people are reaching out to see. I got hooked up with that driver. Oh my God, people are so kind. So I used the driver to go to Elmina Castle. Elmina. I don't want to call it castle because the terrorism that went on there is banan. Yani, oh, Mungu wangu. Oof. You know, people are just in such close proximity, put together in jail. Aki na hii joto. Mtu mumewekwa tu hapo. Hakuna ventilation. Acha tu. Let me not even review that experience because itanikasirisha and it's day 1 of 2020. But anyway, just the thought of those men and women and children in those tight spaces, wanakunya, wanahara, wanakojoa, wana sweat, wana bleed, and they're in shackles. And when they die, wanavutwa na hapa, and they're thrown in the sea. Hey, imagine that trauma. Your trauma, that's passed on from generation to generation, is all we need to address. And we all have it. Now, the fact that we're not even acknowledging it is putting us so many steps behind, because we just need to be like, hi, yawa, it happened and ilikuwa mbaya. But even then, the way we're naming that place, Elmina, Fort Jesus, there's so many similarities between Fort Jesus and Elmina, but no one talks about the terrorism that happened there. At least Elmina say, you know, even though bado nasema yaliyopita si ndio tugange yajayo, but at least they're acknowledging what happened and we're remembering. Memory is important. Like Ta-Nehisi Coates says, this amnesia that we have is what's causing us problems. Selective amnesia. Elmina is a whole other video altogether. I left and museum na market. The place that brought me joy was the art market. What was it called? Was it the art market in Accra. Yani watu wanakuchocha. Nilinunua hii chain. My name is Afia because of the day I was born. I would be called Afia if I was Ghanaian, if I was a Khan. You know, people are hustling and they're auntie, come, sister, come, let me show you this. Oh, I have something that you really like, and the hustle is just so friendly, and you know, they have all these compliments that you know it's over the top, but it's just so funny and therapeutic, and it's so human, you know. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed just the simplicity of that human interaction. And then we after there, nikamaliza pesa zangu zote CDs. I think I only had like 10-12 CDs left. Then nikasema hapa, let me just keep this for emergency or to tip the lady who has been bringing this breakfast. Yeah, she's been so nice. Anaitwa Hani. Her name even goes with her personality. Anyway, so we went to this place called Buka Africa restaurant. Everybody and their mother from America was there. Then what really annoyed me was that people were like taking it out on the host, who was trying to say, okay, it's full, the restaurant is full, it's gonna take 20 minutes to be seated. We should know. He doesn't have the authority to say, okay guys, it's been 20 minutes, tokeni mshakula mameze your food na msimame muende. Surely. But everyone was wanamwingilia, ulisema 20 minutes, it's been 40 minutes, it's been an hour. You see people still sitting there. Watu wamekaa kitako wanapiga story. Wamemaliza kukula, but sasa wataambiwaje watoke? Everybody wants to go there. Go to another restaurant. Me, I was there waiting, but I was thinking we should have gone to another restaurant, especially when the Indian manager was passing and the way he talked to the waiter. Me, I was just like, nitu venye nilikuwa nimechoka, jua imenichoma, nikasema meza mate, but I'm not going back there again. No, it's a nice space, beautiful, good food. But they're stressed. You don't want your food being served by a stressed person. So huko sirudi, I'm going to Mama Put. We just need to get the MTN thing going to get the mobile money transfer is all we need, because I didn't have cash. So I needed a place where I could use my card. The man and my driver, Mr. Edward, took me there. The guy that was driving me around. And then, yeah, so that was yesterday. And then I tried to go out to a jazz club, but they doubled their prices. And I was hoping that there would be live music, a live band. There was no live band. So nikasema, acha tu nirudi home. Sitaki kungangana na kutafuta do ama to use my card. I didn't want to use my card. I thought it was just too much. 100 cities to get in, and maybe people would come in at midnight. So it's like nasikia usingizi. I've been waking up at 5 almost every day. Anyway, so ni hayo tu kwa sasa. I don't want this to go over 30 minutes. Drinking my coffee, and then I head to the airport in Sangapi. 9. I want to start leaving here 11 latest. My checkout is at 12, but I have to leave at 11. Start heading out at 11 kwa sababu kuna venye it might take a while to get to the airport. Niko mbali kidogo. Anyway, Orituru, May 2020, be well. Look good on you. 2020 milango itafunguka. 2020